Hello everyone, and welcome to MoraliQ. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by constant comparisons. Whether we're scrolling through Instagram, watching TikTok videos, or simply observing people around us, we often find ourselves thinking, why can't I be like them? This habit of comparison creates unnecessary stress and unhappiness. We focus on what others have and forget to appreciate our own blessings. If you've ever felt dissatisfied with your life or believed that others are happier or more successful than you, this story is for you. So, let's dive in and explore this meaningful lesson together. Don't compare yourself. Life-changing story. One bright morning, a crow landed on a tree branch near a small pond. As he rested, he noticed a beautiful swan swimming gracefully in the water. The swan's white feathers glowed in the sunlight, and a few villagers had gathered around the pond to admire its beauty. The crow became curious and thought to himself, "Everyone seems to love this swan for its beauty, but no one notices me." Driven by these thoughts, he flew closer to the swan. However, as soon as the villagers saw the crow, they waved their hands to shoo him away. The crow felt hurt and thought, "Maybe they're afraid I'll make this place dirty. People dislike me because of my black feathers. If only I had white feathers like the swan, people would admire me too." Feeling disheartened, the crow flew deep into a forest and perched on a quiet tree branch, where he began to cry. Just then an older crow flew by and asked, "Why are you so upset, young one?" The crow replied, "I hate my black feathers, nobody likes me, and I feel so ugly. I wish I could look like the swan, everyone adores it." The older crow smiled gently and said, "I see, but before you decide to change yourself, why don't you ask the swan if it's truly happy? Maybe it will give you some answers." Curious, the crow flew back to the pond and approached the swan. "Dear swan," he began, "you must be the happiest bird in the world. Your white feathers are so beautiful, and everyone loves you." The swan looked at the crow and sighed. "Thank you," she said, "but my feathers don't make me happy. People love me for my beauty, but they also keep me as a pet. I cannot live freely. When I grow old, they might even kill me for my meat. I live in constant fear." The crow was shocked. He asked, "If you're not happy, then who do you think is the happiest bird?" The swan replied, "I think parrots are the happiest. They have beautiful, colorful feathers and aren't treated as badly as me." The crow thanked the swan and flew off to find a parrot. After some time, he spotted a bright green parrot resting on a branch. "Dear parrot," the crow said, "your colorful feathers are stunning. You must be the happiest bird in the world." The parrot sighed and replied, "My feathers may be beautiful, but they bring me trouble. People put me in cages to admire my colors, and I spend my life locked up. I always dream of freedom." Feeling even sadder, the crow asked, "Then who do you think is the happiest bird?" The parrot replied, "The peacock must be the happiest. People admire its feathers, and it has a big cage to live in." The crow then flew to a zoo to meet a peacock. There, he saw the peacock spreading its vibrant feathers as visitors gathered to admire it. "Dear peacock," the crow said, "your feathers are magnificent. You must be the happiest bird in the world." The peacock looked at the crow with tired eyes and said, "My friend, I am not happy. People admire me, but they also take my feathers and sell them. It hurts when they pluck them, and it happens again and again. I wish I could live freely like you. No one chases you, and you can fly wherever you want." Hearing this, the crow was stunned. He suddenly realized that he had been taking his freedom for granted. He flew back to the old crow and said, "I don't want to be anyone else. I am happy to be a crow." This story teaches us that everyone has their struggles, no matter how perfect they may seem. Comparing yourself to others will only make you unhappy. Instead, focus on what you have and be grateful for it. Remember, you are unique, and no one can be a better version of you than yourself. Thank you for watching this video on MoraliQ, where we share stories, lessons, and inspiration to empower your life. If this story motivated you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful content that fuels your mind and spirit.